The savanna. It is more than a place. It is an ancient stage, a vast breathing canvas of heat and light, of infinite horizons and brilliant, unforgiving extremes. This is a land sculpted by sun and season, where the air itself feels alive, thick with the scent of dust, wild sage, and the promise of rain that may be months away. Here, survival is not a momentary test, a fleeting challenge to be overcome. It is the very rhythm of existence, a constant, unyielding pressure that has shaped every living thing, from the smallest seed to the most powerful predator. This is a world of epic sagas written in tooth and claw, in desperate flight and patient pursuit. These are the plains where dynasties rise and fall with the setting sun, where legends are not merely told, but are lived and breathed in every waking moment. And in this kingdom of grass and sky, power has a name. This is the king's domain. On these plains, power often wears fur, and its emblem is the lion. The image of the lion as king is no mere myth born of human imagination. It is a truth earned and enforced daily, a reign built on a foundation of formidable strength, unwavering territorial claims, and a complex social order perfected over countless generations. The pride is the heart of this dominion. It is a fortress of family, a multi-generational dynasty where every member has a role. The lionesses, bound by blood, form the core of the pride. They are the providers, the strategists, the primary hunters, whose teamwork and intelligence bring down prey many times their size. They are the nurturers, raising the next generation with a blend of tenderness and tough discipline, teaching the vital lessons of the hunt and the intricate politics of pride life. The colossal males are the guardians of this kingdom. Their presence is a bulwark against chaos, their sheer size and strength a deterrent to rivals who would seek to usurp their throne. Their nightly roar is not just a sound, it is a declaration of ownership, a resonant broadcast of power that rolls for miles across the plains, staking a claim on the land and everything within it. It is a warning to intruders and a reassurance to the pride that their fortress is secure. To be born a lion is to be born into this legacy of power, but survival is never guaranteed. A cub's life is fraught with peril, from starvation in the lean times to the ever-present threat of hyenas or a hostile takeover by new males. Every day is a lesson in the harsh calculus of savanna life, a preparation for the day they will inherit the crown and the immense responsibility that comes with it. Yet the king's domain is built on the labor of subjects who are largely unseen. Beneath the grand drama of the predators and their prey lies a hidden world, a miniature kingdom whose influence is monumental. Termites, the unseen architects of the savanna, toil in their billions. Their colossal mounds, baked hard as concrete, are not just homes. They are vital hubs of the ecosystem, aerating the soil and providing shelter and vantage points for a host of other species. Dung beetles, the tireless sanitation crew, perform a service of incalculable value. With relentless determination, they clear the plains of waste, recycling precious nutrients back into a soil that would otherwise be quickly depleted. Their work fuels the growth of the very grasses that sustain the great herds. Every blade of grass, every buzzing insect, every bird weaving its nest is a thread in this intricate tapestry. Without this foundation of the small and the diligent, the entire magnificent structure of the savanna would collapse. For every king, there are kingdoms to rule, and on the savanna, those kingdoms are perpetually in motion. The plains are home to herds that move like tides. Their numbers so vast, they seem to alter the landscape itself. This is the Great Migration, an immense, circular pilgrimage driven by the most fundamental of needs, the search for water and fresh grass. 1.5 million wildebeest, accompanied by hundreds of thousands of zebra and gazelle, form a single, sprawling superorganism. Their journey is an epic of endurance, a relentless trek across hundreds of miles of perilous terrain. They are guided by an ancient instinct, a deep-seated memory of the rains, following a map etched into their collective consciousness. Their bodies tell stories of perfect adaptation. The long legs of the wildebeest built for distance, the zebra's specialized digestive system capable of processing the toughest grasses, and the wide-set eyes of the gazelle, ever watchful for the flicker of a predator in the distance. The journey is fraught with danger. The most dramatic crucible is the river crossing, a moment of pure, unadulterated chaos. Here, the herd's collective will is tested against the lurking terror of the Nile crocodiles, ancient reptiles that have waited all year for this bounty. It is a life-or-death lottery where panic and instinct collide. Yet not all herbivores are swept up in this great exodus. The giraffe, a creature of elegant verticality, has carved out a different niche. With its incredible height and dexterous tongue, it browses on the leaves of acacia trees, tapping into a food source far beyond the reach of the grazing masses below. It is a quiet, solitary strategy, a testament to the diverse ways life has found to thrive in this competitive world. Predation is the pulse of the savanna. It is the relentless driving force that hones the senses, shapes bodies and sharpens minds. It is a high-stakes evolutionary arms race, and its practitioners have developed a stunning array of strategies. The cheetah is the master of explosive speed, a living arrow built for the chase. Its hunt is an all-or-nothing gamble, a breathtaking burst of acceleration that pushes its body to the absolute limit. But this incredible gift comes at a cost. The cheetah is fragile, easily winded, and often loses its kill to more powerful competitors. In stark contrast are the African wild dogs, who trade sheer speed for unrivaled stamina and teamwork. They are a river of motion, flowing across the plains, communicating with subtle calls and body language. Their hunts are marvels of social coordination, a relentless, endurance-based pursuit, where the pack's cohesion is its greatest weapon. And then there is the leopard, the solitary ghost of the savanna. A master of camouflage and stealth, it relies on patience and ambush, a silent, deadly hunter that can disappear in plain sight. When darkness falls, a new cast of characters takes the stage. The night belongs to the hyena. Often maligned, they are in fact incredibly intelligent and successful predators in their own right, with a complex social structure centered around a powerful matriarch. Their bone-crushing jaws leave little to waste, and their eerie, whooping calls are an essential part of the nocturnal soundscape. They are the ultimate opportunists, equally adept at hunting for themselves or intimidating other predators off a kill. By dawn, the final act of the drama unfolds as the cleanup crew arrives. Vultures, circling high on thermal currents, are the first to spot a kill. Their descent is a signal to the entire savanna. On the ground, they are joined by jackals and other scavengers, each playing a vital role in the rapid recycling of life, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. The seasons in the savanna are not gentle turns of a page. They are decisive, dramatic acts that rewrite the rules of life. The long dry season is a time of trial. The sun is a merciless tyrant, baking the earth into a cracked mosaic. The vibrant green fades to brittle gold, and the world shrinks, focusing all life around the few remaining sources of water. These waterholes become tents, temporary truces, open-air theatres where ancient rivalries are put on hold. Predator and prey drink side by side, bound by a shared, desperate thirst. It is a time of immense stress, where the weak and the old will falter, and only the most resilient will survive. It is here that the wisdom of generations is most critical, as an elephant matriarch remembers a hidden spring or digs deep into a sandy riverbed to unearth the water that will save her family. And then, the change comes. The air grows heavy, the sky darkens, and the first drops of rain strike the thirsty ground. The arrival of the wet season is a moment of profound transformation, a collective exhalation of relief across the entire landscape. What was brown and barren erupts into a riot of green almost overnight. The plains are reborn. This explosion of new life triggers a cascade of events. It is the season of birth. For the great herds, the abundance of fresh grass provides the energy needed to bring new life into the world. Calves and fawns, born with the instinct to run within minutes, dot the landscape. It is a time of plenty, a brief, glorious window of abundance that replenishes the land and its inhabitants, preparing them for the inevitable return of the dry times. But today, there is a new force shaping this ancient land, one whose impact is felt across every corner of the ecosystem. The savanna's future is inextricably tied to human choices. For centuries, people like the Maasai have lived alongside wildlife, a part of the landscape, not apart from it. But in the modern era, expanding populations and the growing need for land and resources have placed this delicate balance under unprecedented strain. Fences sever ancient migration routes. The demand for grazing land for livestock shrinks the space available for wildlife. As the territories of humans and animals overlap, conflict becomes inevitable. A lion, driven by instinct, may see cattle as easy prey, leading to devastating losses for a family and fueling a cycle of retaliation. The ancient patterns are disrupted, and the very fabric of the savanna is threatened. Yet people are not only the source of the challenge, they are the heart of the solution. Across these plains, a new story of coexistence is being written. Communities are recognizing that their future is bound to the health of the wildlife they live with.
We cannot choose between our cattle and the lions. That is a false choice. The lion is our heritage. The cattle are our livelihood. We must find ways for them to live together, for us to live together. It is the only way forward.
This new path is being forged through innovation and a return to ancestral wisdom. Community-led conservancies are creating safe corridors for wildlife while generating income for people through ecotourism. Rangers, drawn from the local communities, patrol the plains, protecting animals from poaching and helping to mitigate conflict. Science is providing powerful new tools, as GPS collars allow researchers to track animal movements, anticipate potential conflicts, and give communities early warnings. It is a difficult, painstaking process of restoring balance, one that requires immense patience, deep collaboration, and a shared vision for the future. The savanna has always been a place of profound contrasts, of breathtaking beauty and shocking brutality, of staggering abundance and desperate scarcity, of profound solitude and intricate community. Here, life writes its own rules in the universal language of adaptation. We are now coming to understand that the king's domain is not, and has never been, owned by one species alone. It exists only because thousands of lives, from the termite to the elephant, from the grass to the human, are woven together into a fragile, magnificent balance. Protecting this legacy will demand the best of us. It will ask for rigorous science, for unwavering patience, and above all, for a deep and abiding respect for the wildlife itself and for the people who share its home. The plains will carry on in all their glory and complexity, only if we choose to carry them with care.
This land holds the stories of our ancestors and the promise for our children. We are the next keepers of this story. If we remember that, the savanna will remember us. The future of the savanna is not yet written. It is a story being told today in the choices we make, in the respect we show, and in the connections we forge between humanity and the wild heart of our world.
If you care about the future of the savanna and its wildlife, take action today. Support conservation efforts, share this story, and help protect this incredible ecosystem for generations to come.